Okay, so having said that whoops. So good morning everyone. I'm going to start off with an apology because I suspect the video here is not going to be up to the standard I would normally go for. Basically just because it's really difficult to set up in here. I set out early this morning, about 2 hours 20 minutes before sunrise, in order to get to this place. It's a location that I scouted out about 2 weeks ago, and it's called Cova del Arcs, and it's near to the small town of Benitachell or Benitache. I'll put the names up here. What you can probably see here is that we've got a kind of cave with these arches stretching out into the sea, and to get here you come down some steps, then clamber up onto some rocks, but it's very uneven, and it's that sort of very situation that's making it really difficult for me to shoot video. But hopefully we'll still get something worth looking at. So when I first scouted this place, my initial reaction was to try and actually get the sun rising through one of the arches. But the more I thought about it, the more I didn't feel that was going to be the best composition, because there's two big arches here, and if the sun's just rising through one of them, I don't know, it just didn't feel like it was going to be balanced very well unless I had something strong on the other side of the frame to balance it. But what I actually thought might work was shooting now. So we're still, what are we? We are still a good 25 minutes before sunrise. So I'm actually going to do a shot now, or rather a series of shots, basically to try to capture this scene, because there's quite nice colours out there at the moment. There's not much cloud, there's really no cloud in the sky, but there's still some nice colour out there. So I'm going to shoot a series of images, different exposures, to try and capture the bright sky outside, the darkness inside here, the water. So I'm going to shoot, I think, probably 5 images, ranging from half a second up to 2 minutes, and that should give me the exposures that I need to make this work. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'm shooting 16 to 35 lens at, I think, 16 millimeters. Yeah, 16 millimeters. F11, ISO 64, and then I'll probably manually blend those in Photoshop, because I think I want to choose which parts of which image I use, rather than letting the Lightroom HDR merge function do it for me. But we'll see, we'll see. I'm going to hang on, because as the light changes, the options to shoot slightly different conditions will obviously change as well. almost all of the shots I do here are going to have to be bracketed in some way, because it's dark in here and we've got really bright sky out there, so you can't use filters because it's just not a suitable terrain for it. Okay, so we're getting closer to sunrise now. It's getting quite a lot brighter, and I want to keep on taking images as the light changes, but I also want to keep my exposure time reasonably long. So I'm going to go from f11 to f16 and basically just keep on taking series of images that I can merge later. And now I think I'm going to try something completely different. I'm going to change my perspective somewhat, try and get a little bit lower down. Got to be careful because it's really, really uneven. Let's try and get a little bit lower down and just see what I can get from there. Okay, so having said that I'm not going to take the shot with the sun rising through the arch, that's exactly what I've decided to do. So let's see. Again, I'm going to bracket exposures, and I better do it quickly because once the sun comes up, we'll start to get flare. Okay, so that's it. The sun's well up now and shooting's over for the morning. Hopefully I've got one or possibly even two decent images from this morning, hopefully making the long drive and the early start worthwhile. Right now I'm heading off to actually go and scout out a couple of other locations which may or may not make it to future videos depending on what I find. But as far as this morning's shoot and this morning's video is concerned, that's it, all done. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have and you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the alarm bell so you get a notification. Likes, shares and comments are really, really appreciated and very helpful in terms of promoting the channel. So if you can help me out there, that'd be great. Thank you very much for watching, and until the next time, bye.